Okay, recording should be going. So I'm going to be hopping back into No Man's Sky to try to finish, hopefully finish, the new expedition. I just got home from work, barely got a little bit of food in my belly, and I'm raring to go. So let me just get the stream going on both YouTube and Twitch, and we should be good to go. Takes a lot longer to connect now. Okay. The stream looks like it's going good. Not instantly dropping frames. It's always a good sign. Got my chat box up on the side. Although I can now finally see chat, which is pretty cool. Like, see it in the stream. Something I've been wanting to do for a long, long time. All right, good to go. Oh, I've got to come up with a better desk area for my standing setup. Oh, wrong button. Not a freaking Nintendo Switch. So stop mixing up A and B, you moron. Talking to myself. What was I doing? I remember last time I was really running low on time and it made me very impatient. And oh, I hate feeling that way. Like, that should never have happened. So luckily, I'm in no speed rush right now, so that's good. Okay, I did adopt a floating companion, Navi, a flying, like, hexagon creature of some kind. Emergency signal scanner. Probably assuming I hadn't done the. They're probably assuming people hadn't already had enough money to buy one of those. But I brought the indium scraps, which really comes in handy. Bring in stuff. And that also finishes Phase 3. The Aeron Power Shield plans, Cowling plans, and Diffuser plans. Ooh, that sounds very cool. Hopefully that stuff looks cool. I am looking forward to building a ship with the new equipment. Or the new building parts. Same thing. Like, I actually can't wait to see what they look like. I haven't spoiled myself yet. I haven't gone and looked online to see what everyone's like. Oh, look at the new ship I can build with the new stuff. It's like, no, I wanna be surprised. Like, I really want to be surprised when that pops up. Like, ooh, sexy. All right, so I've already finished Phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. Phase 5, I was going for polished stone. Let me check something really quick. I brought up a little list just to confirm that the planet I'm on is the right kind of planet. Like a ruin planet. A Pando 16. I have been on that. Is that the planet I'm on right now? I don't believe it is. Nasuda Wase? So I need to go to... Oh my god, my brain. One day I'll start remembering which one's which. Oh, I'm on Gashi. Right. So the star system must be Nasuda Wade. Well, I want to go to a Pando, or go back to a Pando. I've been there before. Mark the planet, because apparently it does show up, but you have to have line of sight. Something I learned last time. And let's go do it. So yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I brought up any information on the expedition. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't wasting time on the wrong planet. If I wasn't streaming, I would just figure it out. Like, I wouldn't look up anything. But because I'm streaming, like, I just want to, I want to make sure I'm not completely being an idiot. Just accidentally being an idiot. Like, there's a difference between being a complete moron and being an accidental moron. That's my marked planet. Oh, now that I know how to, like, now that I know what to look for when you mark a planet. Because last time I marked a planet, it didn't show up, but it was because the planet was behind another planet, which the mark you would think would still show up, but it didn't. Oh, minute 33 though. Oh, that's rough. Hey, it'll give me a minute 33 to organize some of my inventory. Wrong menu. know I still have way too much crap in my inventory that I'm never gonna need. I need to keep the fossils, because I need to get... I still need to make the exhibit, but I have the fossils to make the exhibit. I don't need any vortex cubes. I don't need any of the flesh ropes. Let's see. I might need a dihydrogen jelly. Ooh, a shell greaser. I don't need it. Hey, it's the Patman! It's the Patman! Ooh, the Aeron power shield looks sexy. Ooh, I was just saying a few minutes ago, Pat, I have not looked up what any of the new ship parts look like. I want to be surprised when I unlock them and when I get them. And just judging on what I'm seeing right now, it looks real sexy. You always need flesh ropes. I mean, in real life, you always need flesh ropes. But in the video game, I don't know. I don't know if you do. So how is your day going, my main man? You having a good one? What is today, Wednesday? How's the middle of your week going? I did not have a terrible work shift, so that's why I was kind of in the mood to stream when I got home. I don't think I need any larval cores. I'll get rid of those. I don't need one salvaged glass. I probably don't need any rusted metal, so I'll get rid of that. Alright, I'll keep the rest. Ah, freaking glare on my glasses. But I need my glasses, so too bad. Learn to live with it. It's one of the reasons I try to go at an angle a little bit more as opposed to just being like straight on with the camera, is because it helps to mitigate the glare on the glasses. It doesn't stop it, but it does help to mitigate it. Alright, survey planets, blah blah blah. Well, I already know this is a planet that has relics. Whoa, where did I land? Oh, okay. Against the face of a mountain. Work is work, a lot of meetings, but we got lunch catered, so small bonus, T-minus 80 minutes. Nice. I've never had a job where meetings were a thing, so I cannot relate, but very nice. Hopefully it's going smoothly. Let's see, knowledge stone, radiant shards, in 80 minutes. Oh, you must be counting the seconds at that point. Buried cache, frost wart, subterranean relic. It's relics I'm looking for, right? From Relic Worlds. Or is it just is polished stone its own separate thing? Oh, I don't remember. I don't have any polished stone on my main file, so I'm not sure I ever actually collected polished stone. Alright, well that's right next to me, so let's see what a memory stone is. Yeah, I think that might be a resource I just never got around to getting. Which is funny, with how much time I put into this game. You think I would have gotten a little bit of everything. Absorb ancient knowledge. Oh! A ruined totem. A recreation of a piece of ancient architecture, the wreckage of a long-forgotten civilization. Constructed with polished stone, salvaged from similar structures found on ruined worlds. So maybe I've just never found a ruined world before? Interesting, because I don't recall ever having a ruined totem as a construction, like a constructible. Interesting. So I need to... Okay, I'm going to go into photo mode really quick. Just to get the coordinates for this planet. I have a few planets I want to come to. Once I get back to my main save. Because, yeah, I'm not... I think I might have missed whenever they added that into the game. Neat. Like, I haven't missed probably like 95%, but yeah, I guess I've missed like 5% here and there. Alright. I notice I have 3 viewers. Welcome to the stream. How are y'all doing today? I have had a long, busy, exhausting day of work, and I am very much looking forward to just... relaxing with a video game and talking to some cool people. So yeah, if you have the ability, Say hi in chat. Tell me how you're doing. Are you playing the current expedition right now in No Man's Sky? And if so, how are you liking it? Always curious to hear people's opinions. And if you're not, are you a No Man's Sky player at all, or do you play any other interesting, like, space-based exploration games? Yeah, I'm always in the market for a new game. Maybe there's one I haven't heard of. Actually, there's probably a lot of games I haven't heard of. Alright, I know I don't need vortex cubes, so subterranean relics are just vortex cubes. I need to remember that. So yeah, no point in going to subterranean relics. Let's see, cobalt and copper. Polished stone. If I destroy this, can I destroy this? Would it give me polished stone? Oh, well, good thing I looked. I did the most human thing I could do. I looked at this beautiful creation, this beautiful piece of architectural history that has been standing on this planet for probably millions of years, if not maybe longer. And I asked myself the ultimate human question. Can I destroy that for stuff? And the answer was yes. Yes, you can. Alright, so now I got 50 polished stone from that. So I guess if that number averages out, I just need to find 4 more. I love snow biomes. Yeah, no, snow biomes are great. My very first base in No Man's Sky, which I lovingly named Blue Eyes White Base, is a snow planet. It's a Planet Hoth kind of place, and even though I don't use it as my main base anymore, I still find myself going there often when I'm just in the mood to go through my inventory. Alright, I'm not seeing any more... Oh, dissonance resonator. I'm not seeing any more of those in my local surroundings, so I guess I gotta get in my ship and start flying. I gotta channel my Michael Burnham and let's fly. Oh, there's one of those big bugs I found the other day. That is so cool and giant. Can I make one of those my buddy? Like, do I have the option to feed you? Mother of God. I can befriend you? Oh my God. Hang on. I need you to stay here while I abandon one of my pets. Bone Jet, I'm so sorry, but you gots to go. Mother of God, look at the size of this thing. It has like crystal mandible claws. I want you to be my buddy. Hey, anybody want to hop into chat and tell me what I should name this little guy? This little kaiju. Holy crap. Good thing I've already gotten the coordinates for this planet. Alright, little buddy. Oh, before I take my photo, I want to ride you, my friend. Photo mode, yeah. I'm so tiny riding him. Oh my God. Look at this thing. He's beautiful. I mean, if I saw this in real life, I would be pooping up a storm, but oh, what a really interesting, unique creature. I love the design. I love the claws. I love that they're like energy mandibles. That's neat. It's one of my favorite things about this game is just discovering. One big thing this game could still do. One big thing this game could still do in this game. All right. To improve the planets is have planets with different climates based on the region. Yes. So not having like Star Wars kind of planets where everything is just one biome. Yes, I agree with you on that. They should have planets that are a little bit more like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Go, you walk a little bit and you find a desert. You walk a little bit more and you find, a tundra. Yeah, I agree with that. 100%. Oh, look at me. Look at me. Alright. Not the best screenshot for a thumbnail, but I mean, it would be a tiny head on a little body. I still haven't uploaded my last video because I have been really busy the last couple of days and just have not had time. Alright. Oh yeah, but anyone who wants to hop into chat, I will name this little guy the first thing that pops up as a name. Provided it's not like something vile or like disgusting. I mean, and my buddy Pat knows what I mean when I say vile and disgusting. Like, I'm fine with something being like inappropriate and like immature, but like if somebody were to post something like really racist, for example, I would not name it that. Like I wouldn't even repeat like something like that out loud. But like yeah, if you wanna name it something silly, drop me a name. All right, let's get out of horrible third person because in this game third person sucks. Ah, no, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. Wow, that drone did not aggro on me even though I shot it in the face. Oh. I'm less worried now about the Sentinels though because it's not like I'm worried about having to go to work. Oh, quick question for anybody who might want to comment in the chat. What's my stream title say right now? Because I changed it in Restream, but it's on my chat. It's still showing up as the old title, Casual Exploration. But I changed it so it would be. Oh, what did I change it to be? I changed it so it would be hopefully finishing Expedition 20. And yeah, I just haven't been bringing up the chat, the Twitch and YouTube streams the way I used to, because it just kind of feels a little redundant now. Now that Restream is actually kind of proven to be working. So yeah, I would love to know. Okay, fly a little bit in a direction, and then let's look for more of those things, which I forget what they're called, but yeah, I'll know them when I see them. This expedition has been very peaceful. I've really enjoyed this expedition. It's been very simple. The only annoyance that's come out of this expedition for me has purely been because like I've had to go to work. So that's not even the game's fault. Like that's literally real life bleeding into my game time. No Man's Sky, hopefully finishing Expedition 20. Okay, cool. Because yeah, on my chat box it's showing the old stream title. Good to know. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh, and I have not. I saw your post in the YubTubs Discord. I have not thought of a good name for what our communal gaming Discord channel could be called. I've been racking my brain, but I haven't been able to think of something yet that would work for a bunch of different people. I don't know. So we're really gonna have to like get all of us together in a like active in the chat one day, and we're just gonna have to start brainstorming like things that will work for everybody. Like figure out what kind of stream everybody's gonna be running, and then kind of come up with a name that works for that. So like mine's gonna be like casual, like chatting games. Yours is gonna be more like scripted content with some gaming sessions. I have no idea the kind of gaming that the others would be specifically up to, but like yeah, we'll have to figure out something that just kind of works thematically for all of us. Because I had somebody pop in chat the other day, Mothana, I believe, Mothi, who asked if I was gonna get a Discord set up, and then my buddy heard that, and we'd already been talking about coming up with a joint Discord for all of our gaming endeavors. I like this idea all told. I'm actually pretty psyched about the idea because it makes it, for one, oh, there's some fossil beds. Vigilance, no, not a Vigilant Stone. I don't want a Vigilant Stone. Oh, what's the thing called? I'd already found one and I've already forgotten what they're called. I'm not seeing another one. I'd know it if I saw it. Memory stone. That's what I'm looking for. There's a lot of really big bugs on this planet, and they're different colors. That's cool. But yeah, I'm like really psyched about the idea of having the communal Discord because it makes it a lot less scary than coming up with your own Discord and then having to be your own like full-on moderator and having all of it be fully your responsibility. I don't know. Like, you know, full Samwise Gamgee. Like, you know, share the load. Was it not a memory stone that I destroyed last time? Was it just a pillar that happened to have... that looked like a memory stone? Oh, man. Alright, so I'm back to not knowing what it looks like. Maybe it's any structure I can destroy. As long as it's a structure. It is. I'm a moron. So I should be able to destroy this for polished stone. Yep, I'm a moron. I could have already been done with this milestone. Hey, but that's the joy of gaming, is you figure it out. You learn as you go. Life is a highway, and I'm going to ride it all night long. Hey, I got 256 polished stone. Share the responsibility, share the audience, grow together. Share the load. That, it'll always come back to Samwise for me on anything communal. Share the load. Alright, so I finished that milestone. Meaning, I've also now finished the reassemble. Yeah, I don't see any downside either. I really don't. Like, unless, like, somebody in our group just suddenly becomes racist and starts posting racist crap. Like, I don't see a downside, and I don't see that happening. So, like, yeah. Fossil display pack. I need that to finish the next milestone, but I already have the fossils to build a fossil display. Nice. Okay, so I just need to build any fossil display, I think. Reassemble a complete fossil. Oh, a complete fossil exhibit. Okay, so does that mean I need to reassemble every fossil exhibit? Because that might change things. Ooh, that might change things quite a bit. Oh! Wait, does it not require Oh, these are just the stands. Right. Okay. How much pure ferrite do I have? I have enough to build 8 of these. So I need a flat area to work. Wrong button. Flatten. There we go. If only in real life it was this simple. Pimp your fossil, cuz exhibit. Oh, yeah. Although I'm worried I need to be able to construct every single fossil exhibit. And I'm hoping just one. Yeah, I got it. And I'm hoping it's just one, otherwise I have to do a lot more fossil grinding. And I was very vocal about this last time. In fact, I might even just skip that particular milestone. It's not very exciting to watch somebody just flying around looking for fossils. Like, it really isn't. It feels unexciting to do it when you're streaming. Like, if I was doing it casually, it'd be a whole different thing. Oh, this attaches to the Corvette? These are Corvette modules? I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do fossil displays inside the Corvette. Huh. Well, things are going to get real crowded in here real fast. Alright, let's try reassembling one. And then seeing if that finishes the milestone. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, because that's just the skulls I have selected. Never mind. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is nothing else showing up? Like, I know I have rib cages. Alright, 4 legs. Hind legs. Ha, 4 legs, but they're just 2. Ha 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 ha. And a tail. I'll see myself out. I just saw that. Package exhibit. Please finish the milestone. I just don't... Oh, thank God. Yes. I just don't think it makes for a very interesting stream, somebody looking around for the fossils. I really don't. So I'm super happy right now that that just worked. Yeah, we're here to watch you play games. Don't make much difference what you're doing. That's not true. That is objectively not true. And I'll tell you why, Pat. It's because the energy level of the streamer matters. And if the streamer is feeling like everything is getting tedious and not exciting as a result of doing something that might be tedious or not exciting, then that energy will translate to the audience. And so if I feel like I'm just going, like, grinding in circles for something that isn't very interesting, then I can only imagine that the audience feels the same way. So, yeah, I disagree with you on that. I think it does make a difference, even if it is only the streamer's mentality, but that mentality leads to a certain energy level. So, I respectfully disagree with you on that one, bud. Okay, so I finished that milestone. Very nice. Which gets me the fishing rig. I need the fishing rig. And I need bait. Hopefully I have enough resources to make bait. Then the next one is just catch 5 fish. Okay. Straightforward. Fishing rig. It's a prepackaged fishing rig, right? Let's see. You're the scatter blaster. Ooh, let me take off my headphones for a sec. Hopefully my microphone isn't picking that up. Asshole neighbors are playing their music really loud. I really hope that it isn't picking that up. I live in a shitty neighborhood with a lot of assholes, so they get real loud. And normally how I handle that is I turn on a very loud fan to block out the noise so I can't hear it. But I can't do that while I'm streaming, because then the audience would just be hearing a freaking wind tunnel, and that would be awful for a whole other reason. So, yeah. I really hope that that's not being picked up, and I apologize if it is. There's not really anything I can do about that, unfortunately, if it is. Like, there's literally nothing I can do about it. I got 30 pieces of bait. Oh, okay. I can't make more. All good, no big noise. Okay, good. That's good to know. Because, I'll tell you right now, I can damn well hear it. And it's pissing me off. Alright. Like, if you're playing your music so loud that other people can hear it inside their homes, this is just my opinion, maybe, you're playing your music too goddamn loud. Like, that is my opinion. Sound off in the chat if you agree or disagree with me. Like, I'd be curious to hear the other point of view on that. But yeah, that is my honest opinion. If you're playing your music so goddamn loud that other people can hear it in their homes through their walls, you're doing something wrong and you are an a-hole. That is my opinion, and I will die on that. Like, I will die on that hill. Like, think about other people in the world. Like, nothing I do in my apartment is so loud that it infringes on other people. I don't force my noise on other people. And the fact that they do it to me all the time pisses me off. Alright, I'm getting a little real there. So, real talk with Existential Turtle. Ugh. Existential. Ugh. Ugh. Having trouble talking right now because I'm getting real annoyed about that. It's one of the biggest pet peeves I have living in the neighborhood I live in is, like, absolute horrible human beings. Like, I'm surrounded by horrible human beings. Alright, I'm gonna make some more condensed carbon to make some more mealworms, because that makes sense. I can just use carbon to make mealworms. Like my replicator replicates dead living tissue, but living tissue all the same. It's fascinating. And mealworms aren't exactly the best bait, so give myself enough to make like 60 more. So I think that's 300. Yeah, that's Gerard Butler right there. Oh, I haven't seen 300 in a long time. Never saw the prequel / sequel, 301, or whatever it was called, Rise of an Empire. Never saw that, so I have no idea if it was any good. But I love the original. It was a very stylistic, very interesting film. Like, it really, really stood out to me at the time and even now. Like, just a memorable film. Yeah, that's loud. Alright. Another strong incentive why streaming at the midnight hours is a good thing, because 95% of the time they're not doing that. The loud noise. Not 100% of the time. I'll tell you that. There are times where even then they're doing it. Ugh. The prequel was good, actually. Oh, nice. Okay. I tend to trust your opinion. We don't always agree, but you know what? I tend to trust your opinion. Alright. Mealworms. On the hook. Let's go find some water. Now, does it have to be a specific kind of fish, or is it just fish? Just fish. Alright. So that actually works even better, that it's crappy bait. I remember a couple of the planets in this were like heavy water planets. So it shouldn't be hard. Shouldn't be hard to find an ocean. The planet I came from looks very rocky and icy. So I'm not seeing any noticeable oceans. Let's see if any of the pictures in the Discovery tab look like they have oceans. Anma Omega, the big giant planet, has oceans. I see them right there. So let's go. Is that it? Dead ahead? I think that's it. Dead ahead. I love it. Downside is it's a long trip. 1 minute 40 seconds. So Pat, and anybody listening, if you're interested in what I'm about to say, are you excited for tomorrow's new TCG expansion? You'll have to send me screenshots if you get any good cards. I will only be opening 3 packs tomorrow, so I won't be sending you like a lot of screenshots for a few days. I'm not going to be spending any of my pack hourglasses until the 1st. So yeah, it's gonna be a couple of days for me before I'm really diving into the pack. But I am very excited. You know, having megas in the game should be pretty cool. I don't know any specific details about most of the cards. I know about the existence of one card. And I'm very excited for this one card, and I think you will be too, because you love Eevee and the Eevee decks that you've built. And there's a few Eevee decks that I already love, but would be even better with this Eevee. There's a new Eevee. I forget off the top of my head what it does, but it's real good. Yeah, I have no earthly idea how you have 900 hourglasses. You're a goddamn psycho. I don't know how many hourglasses I have. I haven't looked. It's probably half that. And I saved all my hourglasses, so I don't know what the hell you're doing. But you're a goddamn psycho somehow. Like, that's crazy. If I had to guess, just like, I could be wrong. Maybe I have a bunch more than I think. Again, I haven't looked. My guess would have been like 450. Maybe. 900 is psycho. Alright, luckily I happened to come out of atmosphere right over water. super convenient. And I can just fish off the ramp. I don't have to even jump out of my ship. Alright, fishing rig. If my fishing can reach. It can! Kind of hope they make fishing more complex in the future. Like, I don't know. Right now it's just wait till line go green, hit right trigger. And it's like, okay, that's cool. But, I don't know. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Stardew Valley had the single best fishing I have ever done in a video game. It was simple, but it was also engaging and surprisingly tricky if you don't know what you're doing. Like, it's not for the casual player, the fishing, and that's kind of, I like that. And there's a few fish in that game too that are nightmares to catch. Like, I think it's the eel has like, or maybe it's the squid. It's the squid or the eel has like the single worst catch rate of anything in the game. Worse than even the legendary fish. Like, even knowing how to like, even being really good at the fishing in Stardew Valley, I struggle to get that fish. And it's already like fairly difficult to fish. They've given us a lot this month. I bet you have maybe 700 or so. I'm signing in right now to check, because I'm, with you saying 900, like, I have specifically not looked at my hourglasses this month because I didn't see the point, because I wasn't opening any packs with hourglasses. So that number just felt crazy. Hey, look, we got a bot. Nobody follow that link. Nobody type in that URL. I do not endorse any of these random creepy bots that are like really predatory. If I could block them entirely from ending up in my streams, I would totally do that. Huh! Would you look at that? I have way more hourglasses than I would have thought. My honest guess was going to be like 450. I guess they really have given us a lot of hourglasses this month. Huh. Fascinating. That's good to know. Thank you for telling me, Pat. I guess I would have found that out in a few days. Alright. I was going to say, that has to be 5. That feels like 5. So let's see if my camera will focus on it. 814 hourglasses for me. Now, I'm not surprised that that number difference between you and me then actually makes sense, because you actually play the online battles. Like, you play ranked, and I don't really do that. So you get the extra hourglasses from ranked. I don't get those hourglasses. I just haven't been in the mood to even touch ranked. So I just stay away from it entirely. But yes, there's a very specific reason I'm going to be staying away from opening any packs tomorrow with pack hourglasses. And it's because with this Deluxe X pack, I made a decision. I had a lot of extra hours this month. So I decided for this 1 month, I was going to get premium again. Just this 1 month. So, you know, $10. And I got to open the extra pack a day. And I got to accumulate premium tickets again, which is very cool. And I've already canceled it, so like in like 7 or 8 days it'll expire, and I won't be renewing it. But I wanted to get all those extra EX cards you get from the deluxe pack, because we're never going to get those kind of EXs like ever again until maybe the next anniversary. So I wanted to get all of that and really just take advantage of it. But also, like, it was a good excuse to get some premium tickets. And I'm waiting for the 1st, because that's when all the premium missions reset. So I'll start accumulating. I'll probably finish all of those missions on day 1 with the packs I opened from the pack hourglasses. So that way I'll be able to get cool stuff again. I was thinking about that too, doing premium for the first month of the new packs. Yeah, see, I did it like a little bit less than halfway through the Deluxe X pack. Partly because I hadn't fully decided I was going to do it until maybe like 7 or 8 days into Deluxe X, but because I also wanted it to bleed a little bit into the next pack. So, I wanted it to kind of lapse between the 2 months. So yeah, kind of the same thing. Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, that's right. The pack points are also going away. Thank you for reminding me. I would have forgotten that. I just closed the damn game. All right. I will leave my phone right here with this Stettler pen on top of it. And later I will ask myself, why is that pen on top of my phone? And then I will remember, right, I need to spend my pack points. That pen will remind me of my pack points. Oh, Pat, I drew one more thing for my drawing after I got home while I was eating my din din. So, aside from the atlas that I sketched out this morning, and the gravity gun I sketched out this morning, and the Pelican Town community center I sketched out this morning, I didn't sketch this out actually. I did the drawing a long time ago, but I did some cross-hatching on it when I got home. But I am going to be using this Tower of Sauron for part of my sketch. So yeah. I see you. And the way I'm justifying that, because I'm trying to only put video game stuff. Yeah, I'm easy as hell to distract. You're goddamn right. I'm proud of that. Now, I can justify this from a gaming standpoint. Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War. Boom. It's not even that I'm easy to distract. Yes, I am easy to distract. But it's more, the whole reason I'm streaming is because I want to chat with other, nerdy people about nerdy stuff. Yeah, it's a good excuse to play video games, and I love playing video games. But, yeah, that's kind of the whole fun of it, is to chat with cool people. And you, Pat, are definitely a cool person. So if anyone else watching right now, because I've still got 3 viewers, wants to hop into chat, I would love to talk to you. All right, back to the game. Enough of that. So it's less that I'm easily distractible and more that I kind of want to be distracted. If that makes sense. All right, I don't need any of the stuff I'm unlocking from completing this milestone. But it's cool that I have all of it, I guess. Sure. All right. The last milestone is still gobbledygook. So let's follow the Fireship Arcadia. I need to make another debris rangefinder. I think I have one. I think I got one as a mission reward. I think. If I don't have one, I can make another one. Whatever. Ain't nothing but a thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna make another one. Metal plating. Every time. It's always the metal plating I'm forgetting. Alright, I don't need any of these. Maybe I do. Maybe I shouldn't have broken that down. Alright, hang on. Let's get rid of the bolt caster, because it's a terrible weapon. Almost universally agreed upon, it's not a great weapon. And let's put in the pulse spitter, much better weapon. Oh my god. That music is so loud to me. I don't, it's, to me, it's all I can hear. And it's just frustrating. Alright. Oh, metal plating. I see you. I don't like you. Your mother has cataracts. That was from How It Should Have Ended, right? That wasn't like one of those old Flash cartoons from the 2000s, was it? I don't think it was. Yeah, I feel like that was How It Should Have ended. I'm happy that they're still around and that they still got it. Their stuff is still great. Their Fantastic Four How It Should Have Ended was pretty good. But some of their new stuff is just fantastic, like top notch, and their animation's gotten just better and better as they've gone. Anyone watching ever watch any of the videos in How It Should Have Ended? Really great animation YouTube channel where they basically make their own like versions, like satirical versions of movie, TV, video game trailers, and they're pretty great, I think. I am not sponsored by How It Should Have Ended. I just think they're awesome. Alright, looking for debris. Debris? Oh, what movie was that? We have debris. Oh, okay, I know what movie that was. Twister. The late great Bill Paxton. We have debris. Debris! And then a house like flies in front of them. That was a good movie. The sequel, Twisters, it was a good movie, but I prefer the original. The original was better. But like Twisters was good. If anybody saw Twisters, what did you think? Like I thoroughly enjoyed it. I wasn't as emotionally invested as I was in the first movie. I think it got a little bit silly there at the end, but yeah, like solid movie. I at least cared about the characters. Oh, there's the thing. Log of the Fireship Arcadia. Log of the Fireship Arcadia. Date stamp 22512.64. Log corrupt. Thermal protection apparently falling. They all followed the music one by one. Call the lights. Called them alone now. I hear the song now too. Terrible Garth Brooks. Awful. Even when I sleep, I'm so lonely. God, that's sad. When help? That poor guy. I mean, he's being forced to listen to Garth Brooks. That's already a nightmare. I'm so sorry. I believe that there's actually a stipulation in the Geneva Convention about various forms of country music. You might have to Google that, but I believe there is an actual stipulation in the Geneva Convention that says the use of country music as an implement of torture will expressly be considered a crime against humanity. Yeah, that's just international law right there. Like you gotta follow that. Haven't seen it, but heard it was better than anyone should have tightly expected. Yeah, like I did see it. I forget what streaming platform it got put onto, but I did see it, and yeah, it was thoroughly enjoyable. Like it had very good visuals. I just think the original was just, it had a more cohesive plot and it was a little bit more believable, in spite of the fact that at the end they survived something they should not have survived. Like tying yourself to that pipe would not survive you physically going inside of a tornado. Like you would not survive the tidal forces of being inside of a tornado. Like what kills you isn't just being thrown a mile in a direction. Like no, the sheer force of what is transpiring tears buildings to shreds. It tears concrete to shreds. Your limbs would fly off. So like no, it's a little silly that they survive at the end of the original Twister. But outside of that, the realism of it just felt so impactful. Like at the time, that movie scared the crap out of people. Like, oh, this is like Twisters are terrifying. Like, yeah. But the new one was a good movie. I just don't think it was as good, but it was good. All right, let's get those upgrades that I don't need. That will just turn into nanites when I end this expedition. Whoop whoop. Oh, Pat, I did get an interesting to shreds, you say. Yeah, if you want to see a more realistic depiction of what a tornado would do to a human body if you were inside a tornado, there's a movie I absolutely adore called Mission to Mars. One of my absolute favorite movies. I rewatch it all the time. Something about it just worked for me. Like, even as a kid, I was watching it just with wide eyes. Like, now this is the perfect blend of sci-fi and real science. Like, they blended it so well. Like, it felt like real astronauts going into a crazy situation. But it had great heart. It had a great story. But there's a dude who was in Stargate Atlantis, who's in the beginning of that movie. Who Kevin Smith is the actor's name, but I can't remember who. Major Lorne from Stargate Atlantis. In the very beginning of the movie, he gets pulled into like an alien snake twister. That's what would probably really happen if you were inside the funnel of a tornado. Is what happens to him. It's gruesome, it's awful, and it's awesome from a movie standpoint. Yeah, Mission to Mars. Yeah, thank you. You're maybe the only other person I know of, Pat, that has seen Mission to Mars. One of my absolute favorite films. It is very high on my list of movies. Still to this day, I absolutely adore the film. The story is top notch. It hits emotionally. The only thing that has not aged well about the movie, and it's not its fault because it came out in 2000. The only thing that has not aged well about the movie is the CGI on the actual alien. Like, it looks so CGI. But again, it was a movie that came out in 2000s. In like literally 2000. Not the 2000s. So like the fact that it hasn't aged that well visually in that one area, you can forgive that. But the story, the story is phenomenal. The performances are phenomenal. It's my favorite Gary Sinise movie by far. No offense, Forrest Gump. Okay, what was the last milestone? I'm talking about one of my favorite movies now, Mission to Mars. Watch Mission to Mars if you haven't seen Mission to Mars. Such a good sci-fi movie. If you're watching a No Man's Sky stream, I can only imagine you like science fiction. Mission to Mars. Check it out. It's a really good movie. So I just need to defeat the Siren of the Deep. Okay, that's a milestone. How do I do that? The big Tim Robbins moment in that movie has stayed with me ever since I first saw it. Yes, the Tim Robbins moment in that movie, it messed me up as a kid. Not like legitimately messed me up, but like back then, back in the 2000s, the heroes mostly made it or they went out in like an epic blaze of glory that was out of their control. But what happened in that movie with that character, like, that didn't happen to the heroes in films generally. And that has stayed with me. Yes, that still emotionally affects me to this day. I rewatched Mission to Mars probably a month ago, I want to say. And that scene, it still got me misty-eyed all these years later. All right, so I need to catch the spawn of Arcadia to summon the Siren of the Deep. Okay, so I guess I just need to fish until I catch something called the spawn of Arcadia. All right, let's go fishing. Let's head back to planet Enma. And they made micrometeors terrifying. Yes, they made micrometeors terrifying. I mean, freaking, First Officer Ransom. Like, he got to experience a micrometeor first hand. I'll be here all week. I stole your line, Pat. I'll be here all week. If you've seen the movie, you understand that joke. He experienced the micrometeor firsthand. But also, that's a movie that finally addresses something that most science fiction films in space don't address. The fact that micrometeors are a thing, and that our ships are glorified tin cans. They are not exactly built like Star Wars and Star Trek ships where they can get hit by meteors and torpedoes and just brush it off and they're intact. Our ships are pretty frail. We are a primitive species. Like, a lot of people might not want to admit that. We are an incredibly primitive species who are still launching ourselves into space in effectively sealed tin cans. And there's a lot of little pieces of debris floating around space, especially star systems, debris that's been flying around for millions of years, a lot of it still from the creation of our solar system, that's being accelerated by gravity over the course of, thousands, millions of years, billions of years, just flying around, and you can't see it. You're just going to get hit by it. So it's a real issue. That movie addresses it. That's why I love Mission to Mars so much, because it felt like it could be a real movie. Like, it felt like it was real scientists going through real science stuff in real science ways. The only thing about the movie that wasn't real was at the very end when it takes a big sci-fi twist. But, like, the movie felt like it was real science just going forward. And I think it even took place around 2020. Which is funny because they were so optimistic at where we would be scientifically in 2020, because man, we did not meet that expectation. We are not going to Mars. And it does not look like we'll be going to Mars in terms of humans for quite some time. So we are dramatically not living up to the expectations of the writers of Mission to Mars. There's another great movie I love that involves Mars, where they were super ambitious about how far we'd be in terms of setting up colonies on Mars right now. I believe it was in 2016, starring Asa Butterfield, the kid from Hugo. It was called The Space Between Us. And it was about the plot basically is an astronaut goes into space on a mission to Mars. They're setting up the first human colony on Mars, and completely like blindsiding her on the trip to Mars, when they can't turn around, she finds out she's pregnant, and she has to basically give birth to this baby on Mars. And the movie basically follows that kid who will never be able to live a normal life on Earth. They basically have to stay on Mars because having the fetus grow entirely in a low gravity environment, and then also existing solely on Mars atmosphere, well, not Mars atmosphere, but on Mars like gravity levels, that baby will never really have an easy life on Earth. So like, it's an interesting movie that deals with some real scientific issues that involves Mars. Like, I really liked it. I thought it was a really good movie. The Space Between Us. Look it up. Yeah. I think it's good. If you like space stuff. Like, one of the top 3 Mars movies out there. Mission to Mars, number 1 in my opinion. Number 2 would be The Martian. The Martian was a really good movie. I really liked The Martian. Matt Damon. But number 3 I would put as The Space Between Us. Number 4, Total Recall. Number 4 would be Total Recall. That's a good movie. I caught the spawn of Arcadia. All right. So supposedly this is going to summon some demon spawn of hell that's going to try to murder me. A glassy jellyfish, lights pulsing beneath its skin. Its thin tentacles pluck at the air, their vibrations manipulating the space around its body. As it writhes, I love that word, writhes, by the way, a faint music drifts from its tendrils, worming its way into your ears. The melody seems to never end, just like country music. Worming its way into your ears. Never ending. Worming its way into your ears. Never ending. Never. Oh, that's cool that it just repeats the same line over and over again. Oh, Red Planet. Dude, I forgot about Red Planet. I like Red Planet. I don't love Red Planet, but I do like Red Planet. It's much more action oriented than so that was the era where everything came in twos, and there was a movie that was always much more like heartfelt and meaningful, and then there was a movie that was always much more action oriented and punchy shoot. So the Meteor movies, we had Armageddon and Deep Impact. Armageddon was, Michael Bay being Michael Bay. Boom, boom, explosion, guns in space, explosion. Like, yeah, that was Armageddon. It's a solid flick, but, not exactly super heartfelt. And then you had Deep Impact. an amazingly emotional, poignant story about how the world would actually deal with a real crisis of that nature. And it deals with the human side of things. And it's a really emotional movie that made me bawl my eyes out the first time I ever saw it. And that's one of those movies that still makes me cry. There's a scene on a beach towards the end where I like, as a kid watching it, I was just like, oh my God, that just happened. Oh my God. Do I need to talk to somebody right now? Like, oh my God. But, everything came in twos. What he's talking about, Mission to Mars, came paired with another movie that was trying to steal Mission to Mars's credit, or they were trying to steal each other's like hype, called Red Planet, starring Val Kilmer and Trinity from The Matrix. Her name will come to me in a minute. She's awesome. I like her, but that movie was much more action oriented. There was a killer robot. There's a bunch of like alien bugs, and there's explosions all over the place, and there's crew going crazy, and there's betrayal, and it's much more action oriented, and it is a solid flick. Like, it is not a bad flick, but I would put Mission to Mars far above it. But it's not a bad movie. I did enjoy it. I think it's very rewatchable for background noise. Also, I just noticed, and I apologize for not noticing this before, because I was so enthralled with talking about Red Planet and Mission to Mars. Noah Smith 4, welcome to the chat. I apologize I didn't notice that you popped up. How are you doing today? I hope you're still in there, and you weren't offended by my not responding to your hey-ya. I think Don't Look Up is the most accurate depiction of how we'd handle a real asteroid crisis. I 100% agree. I 1,000,000,000,000,000% agree. Don't Look Up is one of the most heartbreaking, realistic depictions of what would absolutely happen to us if a meteor were to head to the Earth. Like, if we were to find out that there was going to be an impact. It is a heartbreakingly hilarious depiction, because it is a funny movie, but it's also heartbreaking because of how real it is. The media and how it covers the asteroid, the science deniers that even though there are pictures of the meteor, there's verified proof of the meteor or asteroid, whatever, comet, they'll deny that it exists. Like, there's companies that are trying to profit off of it. There's politicians that won't act on it until there's actual PR to get from it. Oh, that's a movie that people should watch if you like science fiction, because that's one of the most topical science fiction films in the last like 10 years. Don't Look Up. And Pat, on the topic of Mars movies, there's another Mars movie that I just remembered. I can't remember the title of it off the top of my head, but it's a Mars zombie movie, starring the Wolverine's brother from X-Men Origins Wolverine, the crazy guy who fell down the elevator in Kate and Leopold. You know who I'm talking about. It's starring that guy. You'd have to look up on IMDb. But the plot basically is they're a group of scientists on Mars, and they unintentionally unearth basically a zombie virus, and it's actually not a bad movie. I would recommend it. Not my favorite movie, but it's not a bad movie. Okay, time to play the game again. Okay, I gotta release this fish and then fight for my life. Oh, before I do that, let's switch over to my pulse spitter. Okay. Cocklock. Liev Schreiber, that's it. Yeah, The Last Days on Mars. That's it. Have you seen it, or did you look it up just now and that's why you have the title? And if not, have you seen it? And if so, what did you think? Because I actually thought it was okay. Like, I'm not saying it's the greatest movie ever made. I'm not saying that. But I think it's a good movie. Ghosts of Mars. Ghosts of Mars. You'll have to remind me on Ghost of Mars. Which one is Ghost of Mars? Because that title actually does not ring a bell off the top of my head. If I saw the poster, maybe I'd immediately be like, oh yeah, Ghost of Mars. But currently, I'm just drawing a blank. Okay, let's release this fish. Where are you? Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. Where is it? Is it in my starship, maybe? It's in my starship. Alright, the spawn of Arcadia. Release fish. Oh, IMDb. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'd have to look up Ghost of Mars. Like, I'm not gonna do it while I'm on stream, but like, yeah, I'd have to look it up. But IMDb, yeah, IMDb is a lifesaver when it comes to trying to figure out stuff like that. Yeah, Last Days of Mars. I think it's on Max right now, or maybe Hulu. I probably watched it a few months ago. Rewatched it because I've seen it before. But yeah, it's a movie I really enjoyed. Has some good creature effects. All right, jellyfish. I was told to kill you. I don't want to kill you. But this is the mission. I think you're beautiful. Oh, hang on. I need to take a photo mode with you. Hang on. How do I turn around? All right. Where are you? Wow. Where are you? Uh-oh. I hope this didn't despawn him. Well, either way, that's actually a pretty good shot of me just by itself. Ah, well, whatever. Alright, I guess I'm just killing you. If I can find you. Seriously, where the hell did you go? Oh, there you are. What the hell? How did I not see you? I don't think you're a threat. Nope, you're a threat. You're definitely a threat. You are a super threat. You did a lot of damage to me with that hit. Oh, I like that image. It almost looks like I'm super speed flying towards this monstrosity. I wish I could get its jellyfish head to pop up. But yeah, I kind of like that. It does look like I'm flying. Like, not with a jetpack, but just like Superman flying. Ice Cube versus Martian criminals. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay. I did forget about that. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but yeah. That was a thing. Yeah. Alright. Time to fight for my life. Oh yeah, you do damage. Never mind. I immediately apologize for disrespecting you, Cthulhu. Don't kill me. Okay. Not to tempt fate, but I'm suddenly getting much less worried. It's not attacking me anymore. Oh, it's attacking me again. Or one of its pets. One of its children? Pet children? Children or pets? Yeah, one of its pets. One of its pet children are attacking me. Defeated the Siren of the Deep. Alright, that was actually really easy. The fun thing about streaming sometimes is over-exaggerating the danger of something. Like, oh my god! It's like, nah. That one never actually threatened me. Never even lowered my health by 1. So yeah. Expedition complete. Very nice. Now I can go back to my save and play around with building a new starship. Ow! You guys are screwing up my screenshots. Alright. Yeah, these jerks are screwing up my screenshots. Trying to get a good thumbnail, and I don't love the thumbnails I've gotten so far for this potential video. That one's a good one because it shows me surrounded by all the alien monsters. Yeah. Oh, I've said this before too. I love the freaking music when you complete like an expedition. It's always banger music. Like you can just rock out to it. Like, yes. I'm all about it. Alright, let's go back to first person. Oh, Pat, I did learn something new about this game that I didn't know before. Somebody in my YouTube comments told me about it. So I was saying how whenever I go into an expedition, I always bring one of all the drives. So like the indium drive, the cadmium drive, you know, those ones. The emerald drive. Apparently that new drive, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head, the Atlantid drive, apparently it works for all the star systems. So you only, like, if you have the Atlantid drive, you can go to every star system. So that's an interesting little piece of information I didn't know. Like, yeah, I thought that was cool. And that could actually really, I still need to confirm that for myself, but like, I have no reason not to believe this person. But that could actually free up some inventory spaces in all of my ships on my main save for other tech that there just wasn't room for. So I thought that was very cool. Alright, Space Anomaly. That was Expedition 20. Solidly peaceful. Not my favorite expedition. My favorite expedition was probably still the first one I ever did, Polestar. That expedition was fun. Polestar was something about it. Maybe it's because it was the first expedition I ever did, but it just felt so comprehensive. It felt like it really pushed you to play the game in a way you might not otherwise have played. Like, I was so engaged with Polestar. Like, I remember leaving that expedition and just feeling so jazzed. Like, yeah, this validates my love of No Man's Sky, this expedition. Like, yes. Okay. Let's, what am I gonna take with me? I mean, I'll probably leave the various chromatic drives. Well, no, I'll bring them with me. Why not? But then in the future, I guess I'll only need to bring the Atlantid. I can toss most of this stuff, so I don't need to keep silver. I don't need to keep the gold. I need room in my inventory in order to be able to put all this stuff in here in the first place. I got a new set of prepackaged rocket boots. But I already have a set that I'm going to bring with me, so I can trash those. Apparently, I also got a gift of an Atlantid drive. Huh. So now I have 2 Atlantid drives. Neat. Alright. I don't need pugnium, I don't need dihydrogen, I don't need sodium. I don't really need any of the resources anymore. I'll bring back with me the important stuff. So like solar mirrors, quantum computers, like sea glass. I'll definitely bring sea glass back with me. Okay, let's package up the stuff I like to package up and keep with me. So my big upgrades. I always bring these movement upgrades with me on expeditions. And then I always bring rocket boots with me on expeditions. They're just useful. They are just extremely, exceedingly useful. And they are never not useful. I don't need silicate powder. I don't need platinum. Yeah, first world problems if I'm trashing platinum. I'll keep the polished stone because I'm pretty sure I never found a relic world on my save. And I'm going to start building up a stockpile of polished stone. Alright, let's package up my starship stuff. So I'm going to bring back with me the Atlantid drive. And you know what? I might leave those so I can bring with me the new starship trail. Yeah. Not like I need the extra cadmium drives or indium drives. I don't. I have surpluses of everything. I'll package them up anyway. I'm not bringing the starship with me. This is definitely not a starship I'm proud of. It carried me through the expedition, so like she's been a good ship. But she's not one of my ships. She's just the ship I built because the game made me build a ship. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. Let's head to the terminal and get back to my save so I can start playing around with the building materials. I'm excited to play around with the building materials. Oh, I didn't collect the expedition, did I? Alright, fireworks. They always give you fireworks. Like, okay, neat. I've never used the fireworks. Not once. Phase 5, reward, title, The Celestial. Pretty cool title. I like being Star Wolf Desert Rat 86, but, you know, The Celestial Desert Rat 86 has a ring to it. The Breach decal plans and the Breach banner customization. Very nice. And that is officially all of everything for Expedition 20, The Breach. Aeron drive plans, Aeron blade plans, Aeron winglet plans. Oh yeah. Congratulations, traveler! Good news, everybody! The expedition is complete. Return to the space anomaly to view your rewards and achievements. Exclusive expedition stuff, blah blah blah. You can collect this on your save, blah blah blah. Surplus stuff, blah blah blah. Nothing I haven't experienced before. Very nice. Alright, so I want to bring back with me... Where are you? Cadmium drive. Indium drive. Though if I don't have enough room for all the stuff I want to bring with me, I might just leave those old drives. Emerald drive. I'll just bring the Atlantid drive back with me. The Atlantid drive. The rocket boots. And then the 3 movement upgrades. Okay, yeah, so I won't have room to bring... Well, it wouldn't exactly be hard to make the Starship Trail, so never mind. I'm not going to bring that. Like, those tend to be, like, really basic resources to craft those. So, yeah, I'm good. Alright, I'm going to bring with me all of the new building parts, of course. And I guess all of the building parts in general. Only going to bring stuff I actually need. I guess I could use some fossils. I never really collected any of the fossils before, and that was before they actually did something in the game. So I guess now I need to start building up a supply of fossils so I can set up bone museums all around my bases. And this will be a little bit of legwork done. So I'll bring those back with me. Oh, well, that's just the exhibit. Whatever, leave that there. Or is that already a completed exhibit? Yeah, I'll bring it. Screw it. If it's a completed one, that's a whole different thing. I definitely want to bring the polished stone back, because evidently I've never found polished stone. And then as for everything else, quantum computers, solar mirrors... Emergency signal beacons. Half a stack of uranium I brought with me that I ended up not using. Stack of storm crystals. Let's see. I think I brought a bunch of ion batteries. I brought I brought sea glass and I found sea glass. I did bring a stack of radiant shards. Bring them back. Already bringing back a stack of storm crystals. And sea glass. Alright. I think I'm good on all the stuff that matters. So now I can just start bringing back the miscellaneous. Life support gel. Until I run out of room. I got myself 2,500 chromatic metal. Why not? 1,800 quartzite. Why not? 7,000 carbon. Why not? I know some people prefer Wobbuffet. I prefer why not. Hey! I'll be here all week. I mean, salvage glass is not hard to get, but I'll bring it with me. And nothing else really matters. Oh, what do I have in my starship? Oh, there's important stuff that I forgot about this stuff. Okay, it was in my starship. No wonder I couldn't find it. The Aaron. Okay, sea glass, you're going bye-bye. Bringing all the Aaron stuff, the new building pieces. Carbon, you're the most common thing in the universe. Aaron drive, I'm bringing you. Radiant shards, you are one of the most common things in this game. I will bring the Aaron cowling. Ion batteries, you're pretty common. I will bring the wing of Aaron. A lot of people prefer Agron. I like Aaron. Hey! Pokemon. Chromatic metals, super easy to earn. I'll bring the Aaron pillar. Quartzite's easy to earn. Who am I kidding? And I think I have a bunch of it. Aaron pyramid. And I think everything else is good, so I think I'm good to end the expedition. Let's do it. I want to go back to my save with my ship. Alright. 1.5 million U, 15 systems, 64 discoveries, 17 planets, 4 waypoints, 3 sentinels erased. I only killed 3 sentinels. 1 standing with factions, 1 starship bought, 2 words learned, 4 companions adopted, 8 fish caught, 16 horrors obliterated, 1 relic acquired, 296 million units earned, 962 nanites, 13 million something, 13 million other units from inventory contents, and then all of the expedition rewards. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm coming home with 310 million units and 4,300 nanites. I'm good with that. Finish la expedition, s'il vous plaît. Hey, we got 4 viewers now. Welcome to the stream. I just finished Expedition 20 in No Man's Sky. And I'm pretty excited about it because now I got new building parts. How are you doing today, new viewer? And are you playing the new Expedition? I'm back to my ship. Oh, feels so good. I want to look at it again. I missed my ship. Redfield's Boulder Punch. If you know, you know. Oh, I'm proud of this one. Let me get you a better view of my starship. Oh, this is my Corvette, I should say. So I went for very much a Star Trek theme on this ship. So I gave it nacelles. I gave it a saucer. I gave it like an engineering section. Yeah, I worked really hard on the design on this one. I see everybody making Star Wars ships, but I don't see a lot of people making Star Trek ships on like the No Man's Sky discords and whatnot. So yeah, I made myself like a little Trekkie ship. Reminds me a little bit of the NX-01 married to like a Steamrunner class ship maybe. A little bit. Yeah, I'm proud of it. Now, the interior is not as cool or complex as my previous Corvette. So this is the second Corvette I ever made. I'll give you a quick tour of the inside of my Corvette. So I built this one with, I think, Ambassador Habs. Oh, it's a little bright. But yeah, I wanted it to have a bit of a nicer vibe to it. So these are my sleeping quarters. This is my gooey little buddy. I call him Gooey. It's not a very clever name, I know. I have the decals on the floor from every expedition and just a couple of miscellaneous because I ran out of decals. This is the tech lab, as you can see by the destroyed drone here. My refiner area, my med bay, health recharge, and hazard recharge right next to the exit ramp. Saw someone made a pirate ship. Somebody made a pirate ship? Oh, I haven't looked for people's builds in like probably a month. I'd love to see it. Hey, the Patman is free from work. Everybody if anybody wants to hop into chat and send Patman some love, he is getting out of work. The greatest thing that a human being can do, leave work. Here's my fish tank with my two fish, Gooey and Gooey. It's confusing because all of my pets on this ship are called Gooey. They know who's who, but you know, it's a little complex. I got a little plantery here with Polo's face, sending him nothing but love. Yeah, the interior from my Corvette here is not as good as the other Corvette's interior. I got a bunch of my storage solutions in the middle here, some oxygen producers with plants. I am always based out of my home base, Starbase 69, or Deep Space 69. So all of my ships have the decal for 69 burned into them, and that's pretty much my ship. Let me show you my good interior. I am super proud of the interior of my first Corvette. It looks so good. Where is it? The Champion's Ballad. Named after the DLC from Breath of the Wild. Maybe my favorite DLC in a video game. And one of my favorite video games also. Top 10 probably. But it was my first attempt at making like a Star Trek-y kind of ship. But I also kind of lost the thread a little bit and started going like, I put those things on there, so it's a little like helicarrier kind of also. But the interior is so good. So yeah, I've got the fish tanks back here. I've got like the little gun compartment and multi-tool compartment for all the away teams ready to go on their dangerous, harrowing space missions that will challenge their preconceptions of morality and right and wrong. We've got a little off-ramp here for if we ever need to do an aerial drop. We've got the little area, the little communal area here for refiners, so like kind of like the tech lab, med lab. And also a nice little meeting area. This is like the galaxy map, as it were. So I like to imagine we could meet here for briefings on discussing the new mission. Just don't trip over any of the wires. I like the loose wires. Got my little save beacon right there. I've got the hologram for when you're charting a position on the planet. Construction terminals, mission radar. I got these cool liquid cooling next to the cockpit, which I think looks really freaking awesome. And I'm really happy with that. And then on both sides, I have both living quarters for any guests and crew. Each one very much stylized, each one with a kitchen and game rooms. And I love the way it looks. It's actually very thematic. It's got couches for people to sleep on or just hang out on. It's got like the game areas and like an area that can be used as a kitchen. I got posters all over the walls from like throughout the game that I've played. Then I've got like the storage room here with another destroyed drone because I think that's a really cool item to be able to place inside of starships. I got Huxtable 2.0 here. He's No Man's Sky Huxtable. More storage solutions, and then yeah, more guest quarters slash crew quarters slash game rooms slash kitchens, which I think also look really freaking cool. What I love about this ship is it looks really lived in. And then I've got the captain's quarters above everybody else. Oh yeah. And I love the interior of this ship. I'm so proud of it. I just wish the exterior looked more like the other ship. So I'm going to switch back to Redfield's Boulder Punch because it actually is a better ship from a stat standpoint. Yeah. Alright, let's go collect my expedition rewards. I lost one of my viewers while giving a tour of my ship, so they probably didn't love the tour. They probably showed up for the expedition, saw me discussing the interior of my ship, and said, "What the hell? What is this? This isn't what I signed up for." For the 3 people that have stuck around, though, thank you very much. Alright, collect expedition rewards. I would like to collect all of it, but let's go specifically to Expedition 20. There we go. I would like to collect the drive, the blade, the winglet, the decal, the wings, the pillar, the pyramid, the power shield, the cowling, the diffuser, the starship trail, the Event Horizon poster. I like that poster. I like that poster a lot. The Eternal Serpents poster. I do not like that poster. I do not like that poster a lot. And the Siren of the Stars poster. That's not bad. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how it's done. Alright, let's go collect at least some of the stuff from my expedition terminal. I won't collect all of it right now, but I will collect all the Aeron pieces because I already have them. Yeah, and I'll leave everything else in the terminal for now. I'll gather it later. But I want to see what some of these new parts look like. And also, do you craft these parts or can you buy these parts? Because if you only have the limited number of parts you get from the expedition, ooh, you're going to have to be real choosy. I wonder. Can I buy them with Quicksilver? Let's take a look. I have quite a surplus of Quicksilver because back in the day, I used to do all of the Quicksilver missions, especially the weekly Quicksilver mission, which got you Boku Quicksilver every time you would complete it. So I have 93,000 Quicksilver, and I could probably spend all of that if I chose to. But I'm a hoarder piece of shit. Because you never know what they're going to introduce to the game. They might introduce the coolest thing in the world, but it requires 50,000 Quicksilver. You never know. Now, I'm not seeing anything that looks like it's, ooh, that helmet, though. What does that remind me of? I don't know, it reminds me of something. Okay, I'm not seeing anything that looks directly like it's starship pieces. So let's go to a space station and see what these look like. Ah, I keep forgetting there's a teleporter. Yeah. For a second, I was looking around for other people's Corvettes, but I just remembered, like, oh yeah, I don't have multiplayer anymore. Sad. I used to love looking at other people's Corvettes. But, you know, I just couldn't justify the monthly Game Pass price. I just personally couldn't justify it. I fully understand why people love Game Pass. Power to you. I would never take advantage of it enough to really be utilizing their library of games because I'm so like I really like to dive into a game and I replay so many games that I would never really be getting to most of their games. So I would never really be taking advantage of Game Pass, and I like owning the games I play. I just do. Like, I'm one of those people that tries to avoid only having the license to play the game digitally, but not a physical copy. That's why I really hate what Nintendo Switch has done with the game key cards. And I'm happy they aren't doing that on their first-person content. Only their third-party content. Third person. They're doing it on their third-party content, not their first-party content. Third person. Idiot. Alright, I don't believe I have a free Starship slot. So I wonder if it'll let me start building a ship just to have, but I won't be able to finalize it. Okay, good. 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 I don't think I have many parts on me. I never deposited them in the thing, so let's see what I have to build with. Alright. Okay, good. These pieces do just require things like metal plating and starship shields and solar mirrors. Okay, so good. That's good to know. Because the Deadeye cannon was a reward from an expedition. Microsoft has said with the next version of Xbox Online, play won't be locked behind Game Pass. It'll just be included. Oh, very nice. Okay, good. I like that. They're catching up with like Steam, where like if you're just using their service, you have multiplayer. Like, okay, cool. That's awesome. That makes me happy. So in the future then, like, because I don't care about the other features of Game Pass. The only thing I would actually get from Game Pass that I would like would be the multiplayer aspect. And even then, it isn't as prevalent as it used to be, though now that my buddy has started streaming, Pat, you might be the reason I might end up getting a Game Pass again if we start doing more co-op games on stream. Because that would be a good justification. I could justify that. The reason why I couldn't justify it for us multiplayering like maybe once a month was because that's not a lot of game time. But if we start making like co-op streams in some of like Xbox games, that's a whole different thing. I could justify that. Okay, I'm distracted. I also don't have any of my damn shipbuilding parts on me. They're on one of my starships, so I need to summon that starship. Because I never deposited them in the Corvette Workshop cache. I meant to, and I just never got around to it. So all of my stuff is in, let's see, not the Crimson Comet, it's not 10 Tickles. I was watching the Deborah Ann Wool episode of Critical Role Campaign 2 when I named that ship. She had just made the 10 Tickles joke. It's not Moya. It's not Harvey Dent. It's not... Is it? No, it's not in Gordo Stevens. That's my construction ship. I keep all of my construction parts in there. It might be in the Wraith. I think I put all of my building supplies in the Wraith. Which, by the way, one of the sexiest starships they've ever put into this game, the Wraith. Living sentient ship, but it's an Expedition Reward 1. I have 2 sentient ships, but the other one's great, but this one, the other one was story-based. This one was expedition-based. And it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yep, that's where all of my ship parts are. Okay. Now let's build a Corvette. Oh, that's a teleporter. Alright. create new Corvette. I am a big fan of mag-field landing thrusters. I don't see why anybody would use anything else, if I'm being honest. Oh, and before I do anything else, change the colors of this so that all my future parts will kind of have a cohesive theme. So I tend to like the metallic finish for starships. And let's see how gray and purple looks. Don't like it. Blue and orange is okay. Black and white. God, I kind of like the default color. Let's see. Ooh. Red and light gray is interesting. All right, let's keep it red and light gray with a metallic finish. All right, let's... I don't believe anything that I got was a hab. There's no new habs. I'm sad. I hope they introduce new habs. So let's use the Titan class habs. Yeah. All right, so this is going to be a basic Corvette for now because I just want to see what the new parts look like. So let's just put a cockpit on it. I think the coolest one on the interior might be the Thunderbird. But the exterior one, the Ambassador one, I think looks the coolest. But the interior on one of them, I think it's the Thunderbird, is real cool. Alright, let's start seeing what some of these new... Let's see what the Aeron drive looks like. This is not Nintendo. Stop hitting that button. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. Holy crap, that looks good. God, that ship just by itself would look really good. Like, I could be done right now. Just put in the loading ramp. That ship would already look good. Okay. The Aeron drive is now one of my new favorite looking parts. Oh, that is sexy. That looks like very Tron Ares. I have not seen Tron Ares. I know it got review bombed pretty hard, and that is a bummer. I want to see it, but I also don't like Jared Leto, so I'm very mixed on it. I'm gonna see it when it goes to something, but I wish I was more excited for it. I really do. Okay, so we do have Aeron stuff in the final tier. So the Aeron stuff in the exterior decorations are just the pyramid and the pillar. So then this is where I get structural decorations. Do I have any new Aeron stuff for hull connectors? Not seeing any new Aeron hull connectors. Aeron diffuser and cowling. And the Aeron winglet. Ooh. Okay. Pointy. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. I can see some cool builds coming out of this. Oh, these parts are neat. Alright. What else we got? Need to make the ship bigger to actually accommodate these parts for just testing purposes. Alright, I'm gonna make the ship bigger. So I guess this ship is going to become a little bit more complex than I had originally intended. Because this was just going to be an initial test ship to look at the stuff, but then the stuff turned out to be sexy. Like, really sexy. Alright, so let's get some little Titan-class walkways. Yeah, let's put you right there. Right there. Let's get a little distance on those. Very nice. Then let's put the Aeron drive on the sides. Ooh, neat. All right. I gotta cap the front of those to make it look not stupid. So that's where the cowlings usually come into play, or something like that. So you got the Aeron blades and the wings of Aeron. I haven't looked at the wings of Aeron yet. That looks so cool. What the hell? Oh my god. That looks so cool. Okay, redesigning the ship again. So I'm going to put the wing of Aeron on this side, because that's like... Look at that. It looks like a giant freaking gun. Oh, and it has like pulsing energy through it. Oh, I'm in love with that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna... Oh, I already do have 2 sets of these. Alright. And I could put 1 in front. Oh my god. That's already insane. That already looks really cool. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I'm happy with this so far. I have 1 more Aeron drive. I don't have anything I can attach you to at this exact moment in time, but I will. So let's get another Titan-class Big Hab back here. Yeah, let's get a couple. Yeah. Then let's put this other Aeron drive on the side. Right there. Alright, let's get a docking ramp on the back, because I don't feel like I'm going to make the ship any longer. Let's keep it cohesive, Titan class. Yeah. Alright. Now let's switch over to... I already have both of my wings of Aeron on there. Let's see what this blade looks like. Oh my god, these parts are so awesome. Alright. Alright. I have no good spot where I can put the second part. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. So those are both awesome. Hull platings. I have the diffuser and the cowling. I need to find spots for those. Oh, I think it was the cowling that I really liked for... no, it wasn't the cowling. It was the... Oh, where is it? There's a big pointy... Wasn't the wings or the... Was it the blade? No, it wasn't the blade. There was another pointy. A new Aeron pointy thing. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. Maybe it was the diffuser. No, it wasn't the diffuser. Oh well. The diffuser... Wish you could rotate them in even more directions than like all the cardinal directions. I mean, that's pretty cool. The fact that everything is almost Tron themed is really cool. Like if I didn't even, like I know it wasn't actually Tron themed, but if I didn't know any better, I would see this and think like, oh, somebody was watching Tron when they came up with this. That's what I would think. And then the cowling. Alright, before I put the cowlings on, actually, let's see what the pyramid looks like. And the pillar. Oh! Oh, mama. I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. What is this ship? Oh my god, I'm actually in love with this thing I've built. It looks so cool. Oh, I'm really happy I did this expedition. Oh man. Pat, you got to do this expedition just to get these parts. Oh my god, these parts are amazing. I hope they keep adding more Corvette parts like this. Like, this ship looks cool. Alright. So, that is not at all what I thought that was going to look like, the Aeron pillar. I thought that was going to look way different. I didn't think it was going to look amazing. The Aeron pyramid. I don't think the pyramid looked very cool. But let's see. God damn it, it looks cool. Alright. So everything just looks cool. So all the new parts just look cool? Is that what I'm taking away from this? Calm down, Hello Games. Calm the F down. Alright, let's see. I don't think I have a good spot for the second pyramid. But I guess I don't have to place everything. Let's see. I think that's all the new parts. And I'll tell you right now, I'm absolutely in love with it. These new parts are the coolest thing from a shipbuilding standpoint. Oh my god, they're cool. I'm actually curious to start combining these with like some of the cool previous build items to see what kind of shenanigans I can get up to. Oh, I didn't even put everything on there yet. I've still got the Aeron power shield to put on here. Do I have any other Aeron stuff in here? I already put the Aeron drive. It's a pity there wasn't like a new cockpit, like an Aeron cockpit. That would have really been awesome. Missed opportunity. Hello Games. 1 out of 10. Get good. Yeah, I gotta put the power shield on here. And I can already tell it's gonna look awesome. Pity I can't have it just like hanging off the back. I feel like... No, right there would not be a good spot. I don't really want to put it on top of the ship because the top of the ship looks really cool with the parts I have in place. So underneath the ship? Yeah, why not? I'll put a couple of balls underneath my ship. I'm now Ford from the Mighty Nine, just obsessed with balls. Okay, those are also cool. Those are also cool. It's like the Atlas. Those look like the entity in the Atlas. And also the color I chose, I think that's why it looks like Tron Ares, because I went with the reddish color, the reddish black. But oh my god, this ship. Yes. I have not put any guns on this ship. So everything doesn't have to be Aaron stuff. I can put like a Deadeye cannon. What a terrible place to put a gun. Just be shooting yourself. I did not leave good places to put guns on this. At least, not good places where it's practical. For right now, this might have to just be an aesthetic ship. Like, just a sexy to look at ship. And I'll have to figure out how to get guns on it. And I'm probably going to have to clear an inventory spot just so I can get this ship. Just so I can get this ship flyable. Because, yeah, I think I'm at my maximum number of ships. Alright, store design for later, please. I need to go check that. Am I at my maximum capacity of ships? You can tell that on your freighter, right? I believe you can tell that on your freighter. You can just manage your ships. So I need to go to Natalie Portman's Will to Live. My S-Class pirate freighter that I worked really hard farming for. I did the Alice Wetterland farm for an S-Class freighter long before she ever put out that video. Like, but her method was 100% the method, because that's how I got mine. All right, freighter map. Manage fleet. Starship archive. Am I at maximum starships? I have an empty slot. Look at that. I saved an empty slot. All right. All right. Let's go make this thing. I really want to go make this thing. Like, that ship looked freaking sexy. It looked freaking sexy as hell. Oh, thank you, Xbox One S and your solid state drive. Your load times are beautiful. Given the fact that I played the vast majority of my Xbox time probably on the Xbox One, whose load times were, they left a little to be desired. You know, switching over to the solid state drive, you can feel the difference. All right. I will refine this design as it goes, but as of right now, at this moment in time, that's a really neat looking ship. Like, I'll figure out how to get guns on it, and I don't have a reactor on it, do I? I should probably... Ooh. Let's see if I can figure out a spot for a reactor. Oh, no, I have a no, that's a power shield. Yeah, I need actual reactors on here. Which one would look good with this design? Probably the Medusa. I wish you could flip this around, because that would look so good if you could just flip that around and attach and like plug it into the back of that hab. It would look so good. There's little tiny things I would love for them to do, or to just flip it upside down and to be perfectly attached to the bottom of that hab. Like, there's little things they could do that I hope they do in the future. All right. What would look good attached to the bottom? Probably a Zenith. Or maybe an Azimuth. Yeah, an Azimuth would look good attached to the bottom. right there. Although I think I'm going to have to change the color to match my ship. There you go. Got to keep the cohesive theme. Yeah, I don't love that reactor specifically where it is, but it's also not the worst thing in the world. And also, I need to cap off this back thing because that looks terrible. So I need to attach something to that back. Just something. Let's see. Generally, that's like the radiator casing, maybe. Let's see how the hard frame diffuser looks. No. Nope, you don't connect the way I hoped you would. Okay, you are not what I thought you were. Alright, my first thought was the radiator casing. Can you attach to the back? You can, okay. Alright, that already immediately looks better. Yeah, that immediately looks better than it did. And there's a spot here that could be a little... that could have more character. That spot right there. So, let's see. Maybe the Speedbird dome. It can't reach. Or it doesn't fit. Alright. Diffuser? Huh. I didn't know it could connect like that. Neat. Oh, I think it hit it. It says it doesn't want to get there. Please. For the love of God. No, I don't think it can connect. Maybe those two pieces are too close. Sad. That's like the only part of the geometry I wish I could like round out. Just put something there to round it out. Exterior decoration. Oh, okay. Well, the radiator vent. That would probably look terrible right there. Let's see. You know, I don't hate it. It's interesting. I like the energy coming off of it, and I like that it's a different color than the rest of the energy. Alright, I'll keep that. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work for now. I could always change this later. I'm gonna say finalize current design. Unable to finalize, no weapon system installed. Shit, you actually have to have weapons. Okay. 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 I mean, a Deadeye cannon. Come on. It's an expedition weapon. You gotta put the expedition stuff on your ships, right? I mean, I can install this anywhere. And it doesn't even matter if you can see it, I guess. Because it'll be there and it'll be functional. Alright. The first one got it on there. It's like underneath this. So like you literally can't even see it. But it's technically installed. Alright, finalize current design. Hitax Parallax Inquirer. Fascinating. What an intense name. Alright. I would like to add to collection and not swap with my current ship because I would be heartbroken to lose my current ship. What kind of silly person would swap their current ship? Oh. What kind of silly Billy? I've done it. Oh, I'm back on my main character. Look, I got my multi-tool back. Oh, my super-powered multi-tool. Here, for anybody who might be curious, check out my freaking multi-tool. I named it MCP after the bad guy from the first Tron, Master Control. But damn, I have upgraded the hell out of my MCP. Ooh, it's one of those custom multi-tools you can build. One of the staff weapons from the yes, you were being attacked. It's not that you feel attacked. You were attacked. You were 100% attacked. That was deliberate. But yeah, this is one of the first staff weapons you could build when you could customize build them in the autophage storyline, I believe. And I have decked this thing out to insanity. But Pat, now that I see that you're still here, dude, the ship parts for this expedition, the rewards, they are unbelievably sexy. Like, I recommend doing this expedition just for those ship parts. They are crazy sexy. I'm trying to get a good screenshot of me with my new ship. Yeah, that's good. Got the pyramid behind me. Got my staff weapon in it. I got the cowling in full display. I got the new wings in full display. Now let's get a look at the ship. Oh, look at this thing. It's almost like a Breen ship was like brought into Tron. Like, yeah, it's a little bit Breen from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and it's a little bit like Tron Legacy meets Tron Ares. Very neat. Like, very neat. Let's see what it looks... Oh! Before I fly it, let me install the new Aeron Starship Trail. And let's see what this ship looks like with the new Starship Trail. Because that new Starship Trail is... I already know it's sexy. I thought it was very sexy. I take my multi-tool anywhere. Hot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They went crazy on these new ship parts. I am in love with these new ship parts. Oh, look at that trail. Oh. I love that the engines are only on the right-hand side. That would make for such an imbalanced flying, but I don't even care. Oh, I need to get to a place with better lighting so I can get some good screenshots. So let's get the suns above me. There we go. There we go. Oh, she's beautiful. The engines only being on the right-hand side is a little bit silly. I don't deny that. But it's still pretty awesome. I'm not sure how I feel about the cockpit in relation to the rest of the ship parts. I don't know if the cockpit looks great. But everything else looks really good. Take a screenshot. Like, just look how good those parts look. Oh. Almost reminds me a little bit of the, in Destiny, when they introduced the Iron Wolves. I think that's what they were called, or the Iron Lords. The Iron Lords, that was it. There was Siva, the like nanotechnological virus. They kind of made tech that looked a little bit like that. Like, that's very Siva-y. And I actually always really thought Siva was a really cool nemesis with really cool designs. Oh, I love this ship, though. Yeah, I'm very happy. It's crazy, but in, like, the good ways. Alright. Now that I've done that, there was something I was going to do. I remember what I was going to do. So I'm just going to go push a button in real life real quick. I'm going to go turn on the air conditioner for my bedroom so that it'll be ready when I go in there in like 45 minutes. But I'm going to go turn that on, and then I'm going to go do a thing in No Man's Sky. Hopefully nobody left. I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. Oh, come on, controller. There we go. Alright, I need to get back to the space station. S'il vous plaît. I'll hopefully finish up the expedition this weekend when these paths will be integrated into the Pillar of Inadequacy. Jesus. Oh yeah, on that note, anybody who wants to hop into chat, if you have any good ship names, I will, yeah, I'm currently in the market for a ship name. And because I'm streaming, I will leave it open to chat to come up with it. The odds are it'll be the Pat Man, but, you know, anyone else, feel free to throw in your ideas if you want to. It is a little Frankenstein-y, but it's like very tech Frankenstein-y. But oh, the design is so unique. I love it. The interior, though, extremely doesn't match the exterior. The interior is very Star Wars-y and very, like, bright. And then the exterior is so, like, techno edgelord. I love the inconsistency of it. Alright. I need to get here. Not Blue Eyes White Base. I need to go to my portal. SG Fun. Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely Tron vibed. Hey, the Grid. Yeah, that's a good name. It's not even, you don't even have to put a question mark there. I left it open to chat. It's now named the Grid. My multi-tool is MCP, so I guess my character is very Tron themed. Master Control, they call him MCP. Oh, I love that. Yeah, for anybody who hasn't seen the original Tron, it's a pretty damn great movie. I will admit, it's a very 70s movie. So there are elements of it that can get a little bit boring. The story itself is great. Hey, look, I'm in a star system that was discovered by Hypershadow 128. Neat. Yeah, the movie can get a tiny bit boring from time to time. But a lot of 70s movies did that. Star Trek the Motion Picture did a lot of the same things, where it kind of tried to show off the glory of space exploration, but it almost made everything, it just went on for too long. And there are some Tron scenes that kind of do the same, where they're trying to show off the visuals. So this base, for anybody watching, I designed this base after Stargate Command. Although these rocks are new, they didn't used to be there. So that's interesting. I'll have to destroy those. But yeah, this is the Stargate Command Control Center. And I designed it as close to the TV show as possible. So I've got the staircase back here leading up to the briefing room, or like the conference room, where they have all of their debriefs for their meetings. Like I put that there as kind of like the big SGC symbol that they have, although the painting isn't rendering right now. There you go. That's basically the SGC symbol. I got General Hammond's office back here. I put a lot of work into this base on my buddy's planet. And then of course I've got the like the de-embarkation room, which, great thing about this, not only did I put the portal here, or like, you know, the basic little base portal, but I built this entire Stargate Command around an actual portal. So like, yeah, I'm really proud of this base. This was a labor of love. Not my #1 main base, but I would say this is probably my second most awesome base. Alright, I need to power everything. That's annoying. I hate that you always have to repower the cannot land here, cannot land here. Oh, I need to bring my starship in closer. All of my resources I carry around on the starship Gordo Stevens, named after my favorite character from For All Mankind. Again, I got a little exocraft bay. So yeah, I'm temporarily going to be abandoning my new Corvette just for practicality purposes, just so I can power up my portal. Gordo Stevens, my first exotic ship that I ever got. It's one of those pointy round ships, and I love her. She's a beautiful ship. But yeah, named after the incredibly flawed but very likable Gordo Stevens from For All Mankind. Dude, what is he doing to the Shepherd? Oh man. Sorry, Commander Shepard. That living creature did not like the Nomad. Oh. The SGC has been invaded. Yeah, I put a lot of work into this base. Damn, this base took a lot of time to make. It was a lot of resources. It was a lot of, like, lot of resources to make all those parts. Very proud of it, though. This is, you know, for anybody watching, right now I only have 2 viewers. Unfortunately, I lost another one. But if you've got any cool base builds, you know, tell me about them. I'd love to hear. Like, base building is one of the really cool things about No Man's Sky. Like, they really gave you the ability to make some very comprehensive base builds. You are on my home planet. I am. I am on a planet discovered by Hypershadow 128. And I made the SGC on this planet. And I'm very happy I did. I like that. You know, I'll always have a connection to your character via this base. Oh, one of them is F40. What the hell? There we go. Like, why does that do that? Weird. Alright. Now for this, I need to bring up the Xbox app, because I need the portal coordinates for that relic planet. And I took a screenshot of them earlier. So I'm going to bring up the Xbox app really quick so I can download that screenshot. So I can have the portal coordinates on my phone. Ah, technology. What did we do before technology became what it is now. We sucked. That's what we did. Alright, hopefully those screenshots uploaded. One thing I've been noticing lately with Xbox, it hasn't been uploading all of my screenshots. And there's plenty of room. Like, so it'll upload like 1 or 2, but then it won't upload like the next 4. So I have to manually tell it to upload to the network. That's a new issue I've been having. I never had that in the past. Okay. So most of my screenshots didn't upload, but that one did. So that's awesome. So save that. And then now let's get a zoomed in version, s'il vous plaît, because you can't really zoom on the Xbox app. Anomaly, 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 anomaly. The portal shimmers as I look at it, never quite resting long enough for my eyes to process it fully. Ah. That's so dramatic. I must focus. Activate the portal. Jack, I need time to activate this portal. Alright, the portal coordinates are as follows. Metroid elevator. I have my own names for all the portal glyphs. So we got the Metroid elevator. We got Sokka's girlfriend. Another Metroid elevator. We got a dragonfly. Where are you, dragonfly? There you are. We got a Whalmer and an ice cream cone. Whalmer and an ice cream cone. We got a ship, and we got a skyfish. So we got a ship. Where's the ship? There's the ship. And then a skyfish, because it looks like the flying fish from Link's Awakening and Skyward Sword. D20, bird, skyfish, teepee. Bird, skyfish, teepee. Yeah. And I should be heading to a frosty relic world from the expedition. Alright, you never know what's waiting on the other side of the gate. Stargate travel. Kind of wish they almost did the Stargate thing. Stargate thing had a really cool depiction of wormhole travel. Probably one of the big reasons they got a show that went on for 10 years and 2 spin-offs that accumulated another 7 years. Just that cool visual. A Pando 16. I recognize that name. I'm on the right planet. Oh, that's my robot. I got worried for a second. I'm like, do I need to blow you up? Nah, that's my sentry. That's my little buddy. There's the giant bugs. Oh, I forgot to rename them. Sad. I meant to. Well, I still can. Never mind. Still counts me as the same character. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna build a base here so I can always teleport back here. Base computer. Yeah. Searching cartographic archives. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claims on this site. I claim it. In the name of me. In the name of X-Turtle. Which is easier to say than Existential Turtle. But I love the name so much, so I keep it. Alright. You are Frozen Relic World until I can come up with a better name. When I can't come up with a good name, the description works. So this is quite literally a Frozen Relic World. And from what I can ascertain, I never found a Relic World in the past. Freaking Nintendo, I keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, because I never had any polished stone, and I don't have any of those relic blueprints from discovering stuff. So yeah, I don't think I ever found one. And I find this fascinating. Alright. Now, the bare minimum I like to put down, I need more metal plating, is a teleporter and a bioreactor. I don't know if it's called a bioreactor or not, but effectively a bioreactor. That way you can always get back here and then leave. Super important things. Biofuel reactor. I was right. I didn't misremember. Hey. Connect them together. And boom. We got ourselves a functional base. It's enough to be able to get back here and leave, and I have a portal, which is always a thing of convenience. I always like to just turn it on once and just look in the inventory, just look in it. I don't know why. Maybe that's my own little like superstition thing, like confirming that it works. All right, I made it to my relic world, and I finished the expedition. I definitely want to fully explore this planet in the future, but for right now, I think that's gonna end the stream for me. My big goal was to finish the expedition, and I met my goal, and I had a lot of fun. Like, I genuinely had fun doing this. I had some good chat interaction with my buddy there, and I had one person pop in to say, hey, and that was it. But I got a lot of chat interaction with my buddy. That makes me very happy. Talked about a lot of Mars movies. That makes me happy, because there's a lot of good Mars movies out there. So all those recommendations I made for movies, I highly recommend all those movies. Pretty solid movies all around. Some are better than others, but you know what? They're all pretty good. And yeah, I had fun. Nice job, sir. Well expeditioned. I don't know about well expeditioned, but successfully expeditioned. And I'll take it. Adequately expeditioned. You, by technical definition, expeditioned. You expedited the expedition. Yeah. It was very fun, though. Very peaceful. You know, very simple. Only thing is, I need to try to be better about, with these time-sensitive games where there's, like, time-sensitive goals. I need to be better about when I start a stream before work. Because there were a couple of the recordings for this where I was getting a little impatient because it's like, I was hoping to get further, but I really have to leave for work. I uploaded part 1 of my Half-Life Alyx long play. Oh, nice. I will definitely go check that out. I'm very excited for that. So the Papman, for anybody watching this, maybe on the YouTube VOD or the other viewer, the Papman, he makes a lot of really cool scripted like video game content on his channel. A lot of times giving detailed opinions about games that were part of like various cultural zeitgeists. So like games that have a big following and big history with gamers. So games like Dark Souls, games like Minecraft, games like Subnautica, like, and he gives a real like his own in-depth opinions of the pros and cons and the kind of effect that these games had on like gaming. And they're just really cool videos, and I highly recommend them. And he's also started streaming, and he started putting out those long plays, which is very, very cool. I love that he's doing that. So anybody watching this maybe in the future on the VOD, if anybody was looking for background noise, the Papman makes some really great stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for now. I'm definitely going to stream tomorrow because I got my work shift canceled. Yeah. So it sucks that I'm going to be missing out on that money, but I'm going to have more time to maybe dive into a more comprehensive stream. I have not decided what game I'm gonna play yet. I have a few things wrestling in the back of my head. A couple of my friends, well, my friend and a couple of his friends, were talking a lot about Terraria, and it kind of got me thinking. Maybe I'll dive into Terraria again. Like just do a fun little fart around, remind myself of the controls, and just like start over from the beginning. Maybe with a couple of upgrades for quality of life improvement. Like maybe I'll start from the beginning with the with my UFO, just to make movement easier. But then I'll gather everything from the beginning. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But another game I was thinking about was maybe I've been really considering starting a Mass Effect Legendary playthrough. That's been something that's really been bouncing around. I could also just dive back into Legend ZA and work more towards the shiny charm. But I don't know if I'm vibing that from a stream standpoint. I don't know. So I'm leaning towards the other ones. There's also a couple of other games I've been leaning towards maybe doing like full plays of on stream. So Illusion of Gaia for the Super Nintendo, I've been really considering as a game I've been wanting to play. Minish Cap for Super Nintendo, I've really wanted to play that one on stream. So I'll figure it out. But one of those games will probably get played. Maybe some Hitman. See if there's an elusive target. Maybe I'll dive into that. Because I actually have the whole day tomorrow, maybe I'll dive into multiple. Yeah, why not? I'll just end the recording when I switch games for the YouTube VOD purposes, and yeah, just keep the stream going. But take it sleazy, everybody. Live long and prosper.